Hello everybody, welcome back to my Plants vs Zombies series. Today we're going to be starting the rooftop levels. Last episode we completed the entire fog area, and I even lost my first few lawnmowers. So without further ado, let's start playing. Crazy Dave's back.
Whoa, they even found the way onto your roof. Those are some persistent zombies, dude. You'll need to use cabbage pulse here due to your roof's angle. Remember that, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like a very basic level. Don't think I'll need too much. I'll bring sunflowers, I'll bring cabbage pulse. That's all I can. That's all I really can do, really. I suppose potato mines for the first few zombies. Jalapenos. Let's do walnuts. And maybe something to do with that bungee zombie. He's gonna pop down a few times and try and steal some plants. And unfortunately, there are some plants in this level that are irreplaceable, because I haven't unlocked them yet. What else? What else? I suppose Chomper would be good. Maybe Chomper and Pumpkin for this level. Why not Cherry Bomb as well, just for the hell of it. Personally, this is my favourite piece of soundtrack in the game. I do like how the widescreen version, it has different ways of covering up this side of the screen, the right side. Because in the not widescreen version, that's where the zombies would spawn in. They don't want to reveal the zombies too early, so they cover it up. The ground stages use, well, they use bushes, and the roofs using what appears to be a pylon or a telephone pole or something. I think we can start putting out cabbage pulse. Good. Ooh, Conehead. I think it's squash time. These are the trickiest levels in the game. Without a doubt, the roof levels are going to take up 2 parts of this series. Just because of how tricky they are. These flower pots, by the way, these are the plants I was talking about before, where they're irreplaceable in this level because we haven't unlocked them yet. That's why we get so many at first. Then as the levels go on, they sort of give you less and less until you're left with only 3 columns of them. Ooh, that's not good. This is why I brought squash. So we can do that. Start putting out some chompers. I wonder if we'll have enough time for all 5. These cabbage pulse, they may throw cabbages slower than a pea shooter can shoot peas, but I think they do the same sort of damage output. Since the cabbages are twice as strong as peas, but they're thrown half as fast. So they all round out doing the same as pea shooters anyway, which is why they cost the same. They're just roof pea shooters. Let's bring out the chompers. I wonder if we can squash another bungee zombie. No, but we can chomp one. Now, once again, we have another ambush, it seems. Oh, he didn't chomp that guy. That's interesting. I thought he surely would have. But you just saw that ambush. Every area, apart from the first one, has a different ambush. In this level, it's bungee zombies falling from the sky and dropping zombies onto your roof. Like the miscreants they are. And here's the flower pot. Pretty much the lily pad for this area.
Hey, neighbor, got some new items for sale.
Indeed he has. Look, I've got roof cleaners. And these guys as well. I won't be buying any of the upgrade plants for this level of the campaign. As much as I enjoy using them, as much as I enjoy using the upgrade plants, I just don't want to do it in the campaign itself.
No, I'm crazy.
Yeah, like now, I'm going to the next level. Actually, no, I'm gonna go back to the shop because I've just noticed something. I haven't got any roof cleaners at all. Right, let's see. Pole vaulters. I'm thinking tall nut for the pole vaulters, even though they're not exactly the most threatening zombies in the game. Well, now that we have flower pots, we could probably start moving up the roof and maybe start planting star fruits. We've also got bucket heads, so chompers again. No, I don't know. Let's just bring in sunflower. That's the given plant here. Definitely cabbage pult as well. I want to test if snow pea can shoot on sort of just at the edge of the slope, and if not, we'll just move him up. We'll also bring in chomper, and I think potato mine, and I think didn't use much jalapeno, but I think jalapeno would work here as well. So I'm thinking 2 columns of cabbages, a column of snow, which I really should have tested last level, but too late now. And a column of chompers at the front. Maybe I'll test Snowpea's abilities on the next zombie, if I have enough sun. I do not have enough sun. I'll just use a cabbage pult. The next one then, right. We'll go top lane, Snowpea, just to see what happens. I think that should be close enough. I should have waited. I didn't know the next guy would be a conehead. Come on. Boy, this would look really silly if the Snowpea does nothing. Oh, good. They work at that distance, but now I think I've... Oh, and then there's this guy as well. Right. Yeah, you hate to see it, but I just need to test. I couldn't be sure. Oh, I'm not myself today. What I really should have done is make him use his pole at the beginning. I'm going to restart this level. I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. But now we've figured out that the snow pea actually works. We can make better use of him. I'm actually going to bring in squash and instead. Oops.
Are coming. Brains.
Oh yeah, he had a little eyebrow twitch there. I know he raises his eyebrow, but he also had a little twitch. I think it was his blinking animation. Oh no, that's just awful. Why would you do that? At least now I know that snow pea actually works. I don't need to do any laboratory tests or anything like that. Oh, who's up there? Squash. Where's the pole vaulter? Is he not going to show up this time? No, he isn't. That's interesting. Suppose this game isn't as predictable as the second one. Oh, here comes the pole vaulter. Oh no. Tough one trying to steal that. Good. Right, let's power up some pumpkins and some chompers. Especially the chompers. Now that we've got a bucket head. And unfortunately we can't use magnet shrooms yet. Pumpkin. Ooh, pole vaulter. We've got the whole daytime gang up on the roof. Plus bungees, I think. 5,000. Always good to see. Oh, jump. Yeah, we can lose a bungee, a cabbage rather. They're replaceable? Now that's a good question. What if a bungee zombie tries to steal a plant with a pumpkin around it? Would he steal the plant, inside the pumpkin, or the pumpkin itself? Unfortunately, I don't see us getting all 5 pumpkins out, but at least we'll get all 5 chompers out. I'll go for symmetry over strategy. Here comes the last flag of this level. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, let's test the theory. Do you take the pumpkin or the pea shooter? You take the pea shooter, interesting. Use that opportunity to use a jalapeno. I suppose it makes more sense that most plants are taller than the pumpkin. It's gonna take forever if I don't use the squash. There we go. We've unlocked the kernel pult. Good. Ooh, ladder zombie. Don't like that guy. Luckily, all the plants here go straight over the ladder, so he should be quite easy to deal with, so long as we use our new plant. Who else can we bring in? I think this time we can bring in Repeater instead of Snowpea, but apart from that, same strategy. Oh, hang on, no, flower pot. No jalapeno, just squash. And as you can see, we're now down to 3 columns of flower pots. Luckily, they don't take any more from us, so we'll be stuck with 3 lanes for the rest of the roof area. Now, kernel pult, even though it costs the same as cabbage pult, you don't want to use kernel pult at first, because he is slightly weaker than the cabbage pult. It does about half the damage. Bit more than half the damage on average, because he has I think it's a 25% chance to throw butter at the zombie, which will stun them for a bit. But you know, that's a good ability. I wonder why butter stuns the zombies, you know, though. On the contrary, this would be a good time to use Kernel Pult as the first attacker, because the zombies already got a head start. So if you can get butter out, it gives you a chance to put a cabbage pult behind him. And here comes another zombie. There's not really much to commentate here, it's early days yet. I think a good idea would be once I think we'll reach 7 parts of the main campaign. Once we've gone all 7, and I start doing some of the other stuff, I might start working on a supercut of all 7 main parts, but put out all the boring bits and just have the highlights. I think that would be a good idea. Because obviously if I just put all 7 parts and stitch them together, that would be like 6 hours of boring. I've got a boring voice. This is a boring, well, it can be boring to watch. So I think that would be a good idea. Ooh, and then we can have some crazy Inception stuff where I leave this bit in the supercut. I'll leave this bit in the supercut, and I'm talking about it as you're watching the video. Interesting. I do like rambling. If you don't like rambling, you've come to the wrong channel. Which I probably shouldn't be saying this early on. But it's always good to make sure people know what they're signing up for, you know? I could have brought in Torchwood, thinking about it. Though he wouldn't have been as effective as a repeater. I'm going more for damage here, I believe. Torchwood's good at damage, but when about a third of the 2/3 of the shooters don't shoot peas, it's probably not a good idea to use Torchwood. I was just thinking there. Sorry, concentrating. The ladder zombie, how he works, he places a ladder on defensive plants, and that's... yeah, most plants, they do defend, but these are offensive plants. Defensive plants are something like the pumpkin, the walnut, and the tall nut, where they have more health than the other plants, and are used as barriers that take a while to munch. I think it's chomper time. Ooh, wrong lane. That's fine. We've got another squash. They're also fast. So if you have no straight shooters and no defensive plants, they're pretty much just fast zombies. Here comes another ladder. Luckily we have a chomper ready. He'll probably munch on that zombie. Good. Oh wow. Making bank. I don't know, who deserves a pumpkin? I think top lane, so that we can preserve our symmetry. Oh no, maybe it should have been one of the repeaters instead. This guy. I can't replace the repeaters in time. We're gonna have to sacrifice our symmetry anyway. Drat. There we go, symmetry. Barely. And here we have the coffee bean. This is the plant that lets you use mushrooms in the daytime. It's an amazing plant for every game mode outside of adventure mode. Now, as we can see here, we've got some zombies holding metallic objects. We have the Nemesis Pogo zombie. Hate this guy. We have the football zombie. Hate this. Well, not so much. He's just a fast, strong guy. And we have this guy. All my least favorite zombies carry metallic objects. And of course, even some zombies who don't carry metallic objects are my least favorites in this game, like the balloon zombie. No balloons on the roof though, luckily. I wonder why they did that. Anyway, I'm getting ahead. I'm just yammering when I could be planting. And there's only 3 mushrooms that will be useful. Or 4 if you want doom shroom. Which I do. I bring in fume shroom, magnet shroom, pumpkin, ice shroom, a potato mine, and I've just brought in all those without a flower pot or a coffee bean. Wow. Who can I take away? It's gonna have to be some of these guys. I do like my fumes room though, that's the problem. But I need flower pot. Next seed slot's still ages away. And not using potato mine's a bit risky. Because it means the zombies can come out faster. We might be able to thug it out without pumpkin, as long as we have magnet shroom, because without the metallic objects, these guys are nobodies. I think that's what I'll do. As much as I really want to use ice shroom, magnet shroom is the most important plant at the moment. Maybe we can have 2 rows of kernels to make up the space.
The zombies are coming.
A tricky decision there. Come on, where's zombie 2? There he is. Cabbage. And there's another zombie. Cabbage. Ooh, and here's a cone head. Corn. And cabbage. Come on, there we go, butter. We love to see a buttered up zombie. And we like buttered up zombies because that means they don't move for a bit. Gives us more time to do what we're good at, planting plants. Put corn there just for the moment so it's protected. Then we can start putting out these flower pots in advance so that when it comes to it we're not waiting for flower pots. Now unfortunately, due to the sun cost, this does mean that the mushrooms are about 75 sun more expensive. But what are you gonna do? 150 sun isn't bad for something that can hit pretty much every zombie in front of it. This is why I love the fume shroom so much. I think it's the only plant in this game that has piercing damage, apart from the spikes. It just runs with it so well. I've also just noticed that this level has 3 flags rather than 2, which is to be expected. We're on the roof. The roof levels are very difficult. I'm thinking we could get out a magnet shroom in the middle there, just in case. I'm expecting at least 1 metallic zombie to appear. And there's none. Oh, that's alright. Fume shroom would be great on the top lane, see all those zombies? We've only got basics though, I've just realised. This is a wave full of basics. And here come the cones. They're coming out in they're coming out in sequence. There we go. Now let's see about getting out. Ooh, good. I mean, they'd be good anyway, but Glad to see a metallic zombie. Oh, and another one. Ooh. Get rid of that. Good. Ah, I've just noticed that. Look, the pogo stick has no handles. That's interesting. That's funny to me. Whether that's a mistake or just because the sprite of the pogo stick has no handles, so they didn't give it one when making the thing the magnet shroom could take away. But then it must have handles at some point because the pogo stick flies away with the zombie when it's defeated. Does it only have handles when the pogo stick's been damaged a bit? Curiouser and curiouser. Let's start digging up these back sunflowers and replacing them with kernel pods. Not the back ones, the front ones I meant. They just happen to be at the back of the roof. And here comes a football zombie. Watch how he becomes just a fast basic. Thanks to a single plant. Magnet shroom is great. And it's probably magnet shroom that was the intended target for the coffee bean for this level, considering, again, all the metallic zombies. I mean, the only other metallic zombies I can think of are Jack-in-the-Box, who... well, that would probably be a good one, as well as Buckethead, but he's a brown coat. And Screen Door Zombie, he's also brown coat, but he's even worse because you've already got these catapult zombies that can go straight over the screen door. It's funny to think that the strongest zombie in this level, thanks to the magnet shrooms, isn't the football zombie, it's the conehead zombie, because cones are made of plastic, not metal. I don't know what else to do, honestly. Do I start moving the magnets forward and putting a second row of fume shrooms? Maybe. Oh, I took the wrong guy. Did you see that? Let's put in a second row of fume shrooms. Call me crazy, but at least my name's not Dave. I wonder what happens to the metallic objects a magnet shroom steals. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back on myself. I don't think we're gonna have enough time. So I'm just gonna go back to what we had before. Ooh, that guy took a bite out of the magnet. I wonder how magnet shrooms taste. Probably like metal. Thinking about it. I wonder why they turn that sort of deep maroon colour. Now this is something I didn't account for, the bungee zombies that come in with the extra zombies. Yeah. Oops. Okay. You would have thought he would have taken his helmet back if he's not that clever. Ooh, the Zen garden. We've got a watering can. We can finally water our plants. After 44 levels, we can finally water our plants.
Hey, check it out! You found a watering can! In honor of this occasion, I present you your very own Zen garden. Hey, I'll even start you off with a couple of sprouts.
He likes to say hate a lot, I've noticed that.
Go to full size, and I'll reward you nicely. Have fun!
I have noticed that as I've been sort of doing the Crazy Dave voice. He says hey quite a lot. See?
Hey, welcome to the Zen Garden section of my shop. I'll give you some fertilizer for stopping by. Take a look around and see if there's anything else you like.
Well, what I do like is the glove. Gonna buy the glove. Nothing else. That's all you can do for now. Check back later when your plants need more nurturing. I think I will do that.
Zen Garden's pretty nifty, huh? You can visit at any time from the main menu. But enough of that. It's time to defend your house. And I have to warn you, you're gonna hate this next level. Why? 'Cause it's non-stop bungee zombie after bungee zombie. I hate those confounded bungees. I hate them. Hate them with a passion. And a vengeance. Whoop-dee-doo. Here those idiots come now. Here come those idiots now.
That's a lot of bungees. That's at least 3 of them. Oh, they are all coming from bungees in this level. There's nothing we can do about it, apart from these chompers, of course. And this level's even worse for me because there's no shooters whatsoever, so I've got nothing to get annoyed at. But we do have to worry about them not giving me any chompers, as that's the closest thing we have to shooters in this level. I'll have to explode them. I always do. It's a shame chompers take so long to munch. I've just noticed there's a little tiny shadow that appears just before a bungee zombie spawns in. I never noticed that before. I've just noticed it now. There's 4. We've still got no chomper here. That's partially my fault because I've been focusing on the other lanes, but you know, they could always give me some more chompers to work with. Just gonna have to explode them again. Definitely exploding all of these guys. That's a lot of zombies. We'll do that. There you go, enjoy. Ooh. Bungees incoming! Oh. And we know that bungees cannot get eaten by the chomper they're trying to steal, so it's a bit annoying, but you know. What are you gonna do? There. This is a very slow level. It's Especially when you're waiting for them to just walk into the chompers. My question is, why is there a variation in the zombies if all you've got are chompers? Is it literally for the aesthetic? I think it is. That's a lot of zombies. Good job, I've got these bombs. That pumpkin's looking a little worse for wear. I might need to replace it. In fact, I think I will. Just in time, too. Oh, here's a ladder. Ladders are actually good in this level. You want the ladders because it means more chompers get to eat more zombies. That might have been the exception. Oh, he's going to eat that from far away so he doesn't actually get chomped. Luckily, I can always replace the chomper. That got rid of the ladder. I forgot explosions got rid of ladders. I suppose that is the main way to get rid of them before you have magnet shroom. What? He put down that ladder behind him. We are in a little bit of a pickle here. I could do with the cherry bomb. Thank you. I wonder who's running the conveyor belt. Come. I don't think anywhere could do with a pumpkin just now. Maybe now. There. Now what would be great is if we could somehow have all the chompers finish chewing just before this next wave, but I don't think we're going to be so privileged. And unfortunately I haven't stocked up on cherry bombs. That we have one cherry bomb, so let's just hope all the zombies appear in the same place. Okay, what have we got? Let's do it there. What else can we do? You're gonna get chomped there. Let's replace this chomper a few times. And you. And perhaps what is this? There we go, chomper. And ooh, this guy's done. And what about you? Let's just blow you up. And that's the garlic. That's the garlic. We've unlocked the garlic. And I think we're going to end things here, actually, now that we've unlocked the garlic. We've made it halfway through the rooftop stages, which are my favourite levels in the game. In my favourite game. Let's see what we can do next time with the garlic. And apart from that, thanks for watching. Bye.